Hey, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Grief Drums, and in today's video, we're going to be breaking down the Skyscraper rework again to showcase a few more spawn peaks, runouts, spawn nitros, all sorts of stuff that is going to give you a cracking start from the get-go. Now, just very quickly before we get started, I stream over on Twitch 3 days a week on Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays. Or alternatively, you can follow me on Twitter to keep up with everything that's going on the channel. But without any further ado, let's just get into it.
Toilets.
Okay.
First floor toilets.
Yeah, that's just outside of the site. He's going to jump out just in front of us here, so don't go down there, Vin. He's going to come jumping out of the window in a sec. He's waiting for that. There you go. I knew it was coming. Just do not go that way. Okay, so as you will have seen there, Skyscraper hasn't changed a massive amount. It really hasn't. The runouts are still exactly the same. The balconies are still exactly the same. But there are a few new ones in there. Now, when it comes to nutty spawn peaks, this map is, honestly, there are so many of them. I'm going to show you some nutty nitros today. We're going to take a look at some ridiculous peaks onto the spawns. And I'm going to break down exactly how you do them so that you, whether you want to use them or not, you at least know that they are there and you know how to then avoid them. So if you don't want to use spawn peaks and you don't agree with them, this will hopefully give you a heads up. Now, first up today, we're over by the exhibition room and the office. And this run out is going to be out onto the ventilation area. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come running out of this doorway from the terrace area. And when we do, we're going to head just up to here. Now, this entire area is a death trap. Anyone that's rappelling up here, the AC units aren't high enough to block the line of sight. So as soon as you run out, you can just come out and shoot people. I don't know, it's quite shocking, to be honest. I'm really surprised that this is still in the game. I get it's a high risk, high reward spawn area, but with this camera over here, you quite literally just keep an eye on this, wait until you see the rappel lines, give it a second or two, and then come running out when they're stuck in a vault animation or a rappel animation as they're climbing over the railing. There's nothing they can do. This is pretty dangerous. The other thing is this bell just here allows the nitro to be thrown, and yes, that goes exactly where you think it just did. It goes right down to where the attackers spawn. How do you combat that, really? I mean, if someone does that at the beginning of the round, you're kind of screwed. So the only way to combat that, really, is to not spawn there, I guess. But just so you know how to do this, if you aim for roughly the middle of the bell and then just pan your mouse or your thumbstick over to the left so that you're more straight with the actual wall that you're going to be throwing over, go ahead and launch the nitro, and you'll notice that it lands pretty much down exactly on the spawn. I've been using the middle of the bell. You can also use the little bit of roof that's sticking out. If you stick the very top of the holographic crosshair on there, that also works, but it's going to depend on your FOV. But this doesn't take a massive amount of practice to start nailing every single time, and then you can throw them over there. Even if you don't get the kill, just hitting people with the nitro early on in the round, taking them down to like sort of, I don't know, 20 HP. Good luck entering the building on that much health. The next spawn we're looking at is the tower spawn, and as you start coming around to the right-hand side here, you may notice that a nitro comes flying towards your face. Again, this is a very, very easy nitro to get. You just come running out of the shrine area, launch it over the top after about 2 to 3 seconds. It normally takes the attackers about 5 seconds-ish to get round to this area. So if you go out on about 2 or 3, throw the nitro just over the top of the wall, it's going to land square in their face. And again, it's going to do them a lot of damage. If you leave it a little bit longer, for example, 3 seconds, you want to aim over to the right. And if you're doing it straight away off the bat, you can do it over to the left, but it's a little bit less consistent. Aiming slightly to the left of that giant tower in front of you, you're going to land it at their feet, but the timing is sometimes a little bit off. The other crazy thing about this map is from that same window next to the shrine, putting any vault cams out, you can actually see the entirety of the eastern side or the northeastern side of the map. And as you'll see there, anyone that's attacking the office and exhibition side from that window, they're liable to getting shot. For some reason, I don't know why, there are crazy lines of sight from this one window and this one jump out. And you are reasonably well protected as well, certainly early on in the game. You can see the rappel there. And if I go ahead and say to the Ash, Mav jumped the Ash in, actually onto the balcony. And if they were contesting the window that looks into the exhibition, I can still see her all the way round to there. Now, what I'm going to do in this next little bit, because I don't have a great line of sight to showcase this, I'm going to put a load of bullets down. And I'm going to shoot the entirety of the floor just here so that you can see exactly how far round I can see. So we'll go through the building, we'll jump out of that window, and you can see where those bullets are landing. They're just there. So anyone that's trying to peek that window or trying to just apply pressure to that window, if they're too far back, they're getting killed from this section over here, from this jump out. Now, as you saw, the vault cam is very, very easy to spot when that's going on. So it's kind of strange that this has been left in the game. The banner that's just over there could have been done with turning 90 degrees to actually block this line of sight.
You have been spotted by hostiles. Fall back. Op 4 eliminated. Mission successful.
Now, this map wouldn't be Skyscraper, and it certainly wouldn't be a typical rework of this map if we didn't keep in some of the classic spawn peaks, like this one over the tower. By heading over to the northeast door, you can quite simply just look out through this little gap towards the tower, and I'm not even kidding, you can just time this. At the beginning of a round, if you wait 3 seconds and then start pre-firing this little gap, you're almost guaranteed to get someone. Now, as you'll notice at the prep phase timer at the top, as we're nearing the round start, we're going to wait for 3 seconds. We're going to just start shooting at around about head height, and you are guaranteed to get someone. And 90% of the time, if someone spawned there and they come running around, you're probably going to land these shots. You could probably wait 3, maybe 3.5 seconds, but yeah, give this a go. See how you get on. The final spawn we're going to look at today is the Helipad spawn, which is the very first clip that I showcased in this video. It's still a death trap. I would not spawn over here. If anyone is playing on defense and comes to this window at the bottom of the black stairs, you can look down towards this section from the helipad, which allows people to come out. You can't see the other side, the sort of northwest helipad stairs from that window, but if you come over to the bathroom and just wait for the camera to get shot out, people are going to come into your line of sight. The jump out still exists. If you played the previous map, you could jump out onto this sort of area and just start shooting, and it's just, you have a field day over there. And now with the addition of this thing in front of me, which is actually bulletproof, as you can see here, if you jump out and push across to this, you have even more cover to be able to contest. Not only that, but you've got this giant beam in front of you, which is also good cover as the defender, and the attackers have nothing there to protect them. So wait a second, wait for the camera to be shot out, the default, jump out and just start pre-firing like an absolute madman. Easy dubs. Now, I'll be completely honest, I don't really understand what the purpose of this rework was, and I'm really disappointed. With the rework and the fact that this game, or this map is going to be going into ranked, I normally love the reworks and the jobs that the developers do and the development team. I am normally a big advocate of the changes. With this one, it doesn't feel like a lot has changed. It feels like they've missed the mark a little bit, and I don't want to sound negative, I really don't. But I am really disappointed. I was kind of hoping that Skyscraper was going to get the rework that it really sort of needed. Aesthetically, it's amazing. It looks really nice. And some of the changes, like the extra rotation through the shrine area, are really good. But I feel like there's been quite a few missteps with the placements of some of the items within the game, like some of the banners, which could have blocked lines of sight. And also, I kind of feel like the balconies need some boxes or something on them to allow the attackers to sort of get behind to actively drone. At the minute, you're just kind of there, you're out in the open, and you're just asking to be jumped out on. It's just a death trap. I'd love to hear what you guys think, though. This is like my 3rd video I've made on Skyscraper rework now, showcasing different things on every single one. So please, let me know what you think of this. Let me know what your thoughts are on the map, and whether you want to see it in ranked, or whether you kind of feel we're still in the same spot as we were before. Let me know down in the comments below. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully there's something in there that you didn't already know. If you did enjoy the video, please consider hitting that thumbs up. And if you don't already, make sure to subscribe for all things Rainbow Six. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, stay reckless and relentless.